Welcome to the port of Ramsgate, Kent, on the morning of Wednesday, 8th March 2016, for a two-part Shipping TV special feature on the planned revival of this UK port. The time is around 9 AM and there's a 6 or 7 knot southwesterly breeze, combined with some sunshine to make a pleasant spring day, although cloud is forecast for later. We are here to greet Auto Premier, a specialist 126 metre long by 18 metre beam vessel built in 1997 and flagged in Portugal. She's a PCTC pure car and truck carrier owned by United European Car Carriers and operated by Toyo Fuji, originally founded by car builder Toyota with other partners to aid distribution of their vehicles around the world. She's a vessel that's very important to the port of Ramsgate. When she started operating a weekly service to Ramsgate from Zeebrugge in January 2016, she started the first regular service from a shipping line to use the ramp since 2013, when previous operators Transeuropa Ferries ceased operations. Auto Premier carries a cargo of up to around 1,220 cars, and she's equipped with both side and stern ramps. She is now making a delivery of around 1,000 cars every Tuesday to Ramsgate, delivering into the hands of global logistics company Zeebrugge, whose automotive distribution networks span the world. We'll hear more from them in part 2 of this special feature. After a couple of months' weekly calls, the operation is smooth and efficient for all concerned, with one of the port's 2 pilots bringing the vessel into the berth and a team of drivers, including local recruits and local port and council employees, moving the cars out onto the parks. Ramsgate is a municipal port owned and operated by Thanet District Council. Its original harbour was completed in 1850, but the outer commercial port started to be developed in the 1970s and now includes around 32 acres of open space, various buildings including a currently unused passenger terminal, and a major wind farm service base. In part 2 of this special feature about the port of Ramsgate, we'll look into the future to hear what changes the port is planning as it works to re-establish itself in the Ro-Ro market. But we'll end part 1 by meeting Harbour Master and Port Operations Manager Rob Brown to learn more about the port and its business.
The new business via Zeebrugge UK is a very welcome addition to the family at Ramsgate. We've had exceptionally good feedback from the agents, from the clients, from the producers, and importantly from the ship operators as well, Toyo Fuji. So not only have we seen the UECC Auto Premier here from Toyo Fuji, but we've also seen the Auto Pride from UECC as well in the last week or so.
We've got this link span, we've got another double-decker link span, so in reality you could actually handle a lot more traffic than we've got.
Indeed, Chris, we could handle a lot more. It's not just the Ro-Ro berth number 2 that you see the Auto Premier on. This particular Ro-Ro link span is a single-deck floating pontoon, 23 metres wide, and can be ballasted right down to the water's edge, or up to 2.5 metres above the water, so it's very adaptable, serviced by a double-width roadway. We also have Ro-Ro berth number 3, which is, as you say, a double-deck link span. And this is also very adaptable because the main deck we can actually lower onto trestles, so not only can be a mail berth to lower onto a ship, but also we can put the trestles up so a ship could in principle put decks on top of that as well. So very adaptable, and that can be adjusted through a huge range of possibilities, and there's hydraulically actuated fingers to go down to the ship, so we put down as necessary to actually make the berth fit. Ramsgate's in a very good geographical location. Not only are we the second closest port to the near continent after Dover, but unlike Dover, we're serviced by really good road links from the M25 via the M2, A2, A299, which is all dual carriageway now right up to our port tunnel, so we bypass the town. So people who choose to come to Ramsgate have a very easy road passage. As you're probably very well aware, and the majority of your viewers are probably well aware, Dover itself is serviced by the M20, which also services the local region and Eurotunnel. So if there's a small issue, be it at the tunnel, or at the Port of Dover, or at the Port of Calais, or even with the weather, M20 can very quickly have what they call Operation Stack. And as you probably remember last year, there were lorries stuck on Operation Stack for 3, 4, 5 days last year. Here at Ramsgate we're serviced by a completely different road network, which is all dual carriageway and does not suffer from the issues associated with Operation Stack. So for an operator to come to Ramsgate, they'll benefit from the short sea crossing, as they can do with Dover, but without the complications of Operation Stack. And it's not only the two berths here, we also have a third Ro-Ro berth, which you can just see through there, through the wind farms.
In part 2, we'll be looking at the future for the Port of Ramsgate, its plans to expand and develop. And we'll also meet James Humphreys of Jeffco and learn what brought this global player to this port. We'll also see Auto Premier sail from Ramsgate after another rapid turnaround. Just the kind of sight that shipping lines like to see.